Alright guys, so I'm doing my first set of mods on the Sur Ron here, and it's pretty obvious stuff. It's just a new rear tire, new centered metallic brake pads, and a new heavy duty tube. And I chose this tire specifically because in this size, it's really hard to find tires that look really like rear wheel specific. This size, most of them, they tend to be front tires, so I really have to go through and look for like a real rear wheel tread. Now, if you look here, here's the real dirtback tire, and then here's the Sur Ron one. This one has a really rear wheel tread on it. You know, they're not like little tiny treads. You know, they're not directional. These have really thick paddles that will really get me through the mud. It's a really good rear tire. And I mean, the pedals are even beefier in comparison to the real dirtbag one. So this is going to be a great rear wheel. And it was not expensive. It was $43 shipped. So with shipping and everything, it's a Kenda. And the coolest thing is it's DOT rated. So I believe this is about 80% off-road, 20% on, but it's really cool it's DOT rated, so I can take it on road. I don't have to worry about it. These Sur Rons going 50 miles an hour on the road. You really want something DOT rated. Now, I'm not saying your non-DOT rated tire is going to like fucking explode or something, but better safe than sorry. And I mean, it doesn't really cost anything extra. So, I mean, this is a great tire. It's a Kenda K760. And again, 43 bucks shipped. Not too bad, not too bad. Okay, so let's see. Alright, so the first thing you want to do is prop up your Sur Ron. So the front wheel's touching the ground, and the rear wheel is just above the ground so you can spin it. Now I'm doing this specifically because I'm going to actually try and true the wheel. It's a little bit off, and with it, you know, off the ground like this, and the, kickstand up, I'll be able to turn the throttle, check the wheel, check the true, and I'm going to do that once I take off the tire. And it's pretty easy. You just like, if the wheel's kind of like going this way, you're going to want to tighten the spokes on this side, maybe even loosen the spokes on this side, and kind of try and just pull the wheel back into alignment, really. And the cool thing about this is I just have a regular mountain bike spoke wrench, and these little spoke nipples or whatever are just the right size that the largest size on my little spoke wrench actually fits them. So it's perfect. So yeah, I'm gonna take this off, take off the tire, and then put it back on with just the rim, and then I'll adjust it, then put my new tube in the tire, put the tire on, put the new brake pads on, and I'm done. Brake pads are super easy, come right out of the top. They're great. These stock ones have done awesome. It's about 550 miles so far, and they still have some good meat on them, but I'm gonna go ahead and measure them and see if I should change them out or not. If I don't change them right now, it's no big deal because, again, they just come right out of the top. I don't have to take off the wheel to change them. So yeah, I'm gonna get started on this. I'm gonna take off the wheel, and then I'll show you the results. Alright, so I got the tire off here. I actually was able to use this Pedro's tire lever. Now don't expect to use like any sort of bicycle tire lever, but these Pedro's ones are like by far the strongest non-metal tire levers ever. I tried a ton of them way back in the day when I was doing a lot of street riding on my bike. You know, I had a track bike, and it just broke every tire lever I came across except for the Pedro's, and I still had one, and it worked great. Now, I don't know if it'll be able to work on the Kenda. It's a lot stiffer tire, but definitely works on the stock ones, and it's cool because it won't scratch your rims at all because it's plastic. All right, so let's see. Now I'm going to check the true. If you look here, let's give it a little juice. Try and look at the edge if you see. Don't look at the middle, but if you look at the edge here, you will see it's a little bit out of true. It's not too bad, but it's enough to want to fix it. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to look for the spots, give it a little bit of tension on the opposite side, and then we'll try and fit that Kenda and heavy duty tube on there, see if it'll work. Okay, so having a super stiff tire is awesome in theory. You can run it really low on air, Don't have to worry about flats as much. But it is a crazy pain in the ass to try and take off. I just almost had this, and it all just came off. I've been working on it for like an hour and a half. I think I'm gonna have to take it to a shop to put it on, which I fucking hate. I never go to fucking shops. Should better be less than 20 bucks to put on, I swear to God. Ugh, pain in the ass. So yeah, if you get this tire, unless you have some beefy ass tire irons and you're really good at putting on tires, you're probably gonna have to get it put on. Way stiffer than the stock one. Way stiffer, but okay guys, so I just experienced a problem getting this tire on that I've never experienced before. I just took this to the local dirt bike shop around here, and they literally flat out refused to work on it. They're like, we don't work on electric bikes here. We can't do it. And I sat there and tried to argue with them, like, listen, it's got a motorcycle rim, it's got a motorcycle tire, it's already off the bike, dude. Just put it on. Just put it on. They refused. They absolutely refused to put this on. Recommended me to an electric bike shop, went to it, and then it was too big for them. They refused. They said, this is a motorcycle tire. Took it to the motorcycle shop. They said, it's a bike tire. Wow, really? So no one wants to put this fucking tire on for me. So what do I have to do? I fucking went online. I ordered a couple big, huge ass fucking motorcycle tire irons. And I guess I'm just gonna have to try and fucking put this on myself. Might have to use this fucking new shop press I have. Press this bitch on, but I feel like that's fucked up, dude. Motorcycle shop won't put it on. The bike shop won't put it on. What the fuck, dude? Jesus. So yeah, watch out for that, I guess. Some bullshit around here. Alright, so I just got this thing on. It was the biggest pain in the ass ever. What I did was I took out the inner tube, put on the first half of the tire, then stuck the inner tube up. Kind of a bitch to get it through the little hole on the rim, but I did it, then stuffed the inner tube in so it wouldn't pinch. And then the second part was super hard. The key is having water with a ton of soap in it. You gotta spray it. It's basically gonna be the lube. It'll dry, won't be slippery once it dries, but use soapy water for the lube, and then you just gotta pry that bitch up. It was super hard. I was afraid I was gonna break the rim or something, but finally got it right this second. You can still see all the soap around it. What a bitch. Had to buy this. It was like $7 on eBay. Surprisingly did not bend. I put a shit ton of force on this. Pretty nice. Okay. So yeah, I guess I did it. But yeah, it was a real pain in the ass for this tire. And that like heavy duty thick tube. Definitely should have got like a thin tube. But I'll know next time. There she is, brand new, beautiful, and holding air. Nice.